Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Portland, Maine, one of the most charming and historic cities that you'll ever visit. Whether you're here on a cruise stop or planning a vacation to Portland, you'll find something here for the whole family. Let's dive into everything that this amazing port city has to offer. First up, one of the most famous sites in Portland is the Portland Head Light. This stunning lighthouse is the oldest in Maine and one of the most iconic on the East Coast. Fun fact, did you know that this was actually commissioned by George Washington himself back in 1791? The Portland Head Light is still active today and has been guiding ships safely into the harbor for over 2 centuries. This is one of those stops that is a must for anyone visiting Portland and a perfect photo spot too. The lighthouse is located in a park called Fort Williams Park, which surrounds the lighthouse. Now, Fort Williams Park has plenty to offer beyond just the lighthouse. You can wander around the old fort ruins, which are remnants of the park's military history. History buffs will love taking a stroll around the park, seeing the old ruins and even the old battery walls. On top of that, the park is a great spot if you want to come and have a picnic or just come to relax. Now, the heart and soul of Portland is the Old Port area. Portland was first founded in 1632, and this place is full of rich history. If you come here on a cruise stop, the port area is where you will dock. And as soon as you step off the ship, you're stepping right into history. Hey, check this out. This is an old firebox.
This is large.
Now, the Old Port area really came into shape in the late 1700s, and this area still is full of the cobblestone streets. It has many of the historic buildings left and a ton of things to do around here. So whether you want to shop at unique boutiques, check out local art galleries, or enjoy some of the best food in the state, the Old Port area really does have you covered. And speaking of food, you can't leave Portland without trying some of the fresh Maine lobster. Whether you go for the full lobster dinner or do as I did and try a classic lobster roll, the seafood here is fresh as it gets. I ate at the Old Port Sea Grill that's located close to where all the ships dock. This is a popular seafood restaurant known for its wide selection of fresh, locally sourced seafood, including Maine lobster, oysters, and a daily catch special. Now, the restaurant is famous for its raw bar and expertly prepared seafood dishes. It was a little on the pricey side, but the food here was absolutely delicious, so I'd say it was worth it. Now, for those of you stopping here on a cruise, Portland offers some incredible excursion opportunities. If you're into the outdoors, you can hop on a kayaking tour and go around the bay, where you might even spot some seals. Or if you're into biking, there's guided bike tours that take you through Portland's historic neighborhoods, including the Eastern Promenade with amazing ocean views. There are also boat tours where you can explore nearby islands, or for the history buffs, tour of Portland's historic landmarks and museums are a perfect opportunity. If you love food, there's even a lobster boat tour where you can learn how local fishermen catch and prepare these Maine delicacies. We did take an excursion while we were here. We took one with the Portland Discovery Land and Sea Tours. Now, they offer guided tours which showcase the best of Portland, Maine by both land and sea. Their popular trolley tours, which is the one that we took, they take you through the city's historic streets, and they highlight landmarks like the Old Port, different Victorian homes, and even the iconic Portland Head Light. The harbor cruises, though, provide a unique perspective, offering views of the bay, nearby islands, different lighthouses, and even have a chance to spot local wildlife like seals. These tours are ideal for visitors looking to explore Portland's rich history, scenic coastline, and maritime culture in a different way that's more fun and informative. On our cruise stop, we were here for a longer time than any other port that we stopped at, so we had plenty of time to take an excursion and still visit some of the local shops. There's so much located close to the port and within walking distance that you really didn't need to venture out that far to experience what Portland has to offer. Now, I do have a tip for you. I mentioned this in one of my other videos, the Canadian and New England cruise overview, so if you want to see that, be sure to go check that out. When you arrive in Portland, you have to go through customs before you can get off the ship. Now, currently, they don't have a facility to do custom checks, so border agents will come on board to conduct them. Now, this can take a long time. So, for instance, we docked around 9 a.m., and we didn't get off the ship until 1 p.m. Now, here's the tip. If you book an excursion through Princess, at least one that leaves earlier in the day, you get priority disembarkation, meaning you get to go to the front of the line. We met with a couple who did this and got off early, and they were already done with their excursion and out shopping before we even got off the ship. So if you want more time in Portland, try booking a short excursion first thing so you are one of the first people off the ship. Otherwise, it's a lottery system where you randomly chose a time that you get off the ship, and we were told that some of the people didn't get off until like 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon. Portland turned out to be one of our favorite stops. In the beginning, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. This place has so much history, culture, and the locals were so friendly. I would definitely go back again. I think that if you stop here, you'll fall in love with this place too. Be sure to go check out our other videos from this cruise to see what those ports have to offer. If you want to know more about this trip, or maybe you're ready to book your next adventure, be sure to reach out to your favorite local travel advisor. They can help you arrange it. Don't have one? Reach out to us. We'd be glad to help you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on our next adventure.